Hey everybody, I'm Dylan,
And I'm Jakey.
and this is episode 3 of Dude My Noodles podcast. This one's going to be a lot better. Our second episode sucked dick. I know you guys didn't like it. So.
Yeah, it was. We definitely got feedback from YouTube, and it wasn't great. We both obviously watched it and went through it. It's just not our style. We agreed we're not gonna go for any of the. I mean, we said in the first episode that we're gonna cover some, controversial topics.
Yeah,
I guess, but
I feel like we were too scared of what we were talking about, or not scared, but we were too scared that we were gonna. I think in the first episode we were too scared that we were gonna say something that was gonna be like you need to leave. So I feel like that's why it made it such a boring ass episode, and it was so serious. But yeah, we're gonna bang this one out. It's gonna be great.
oh yeah, we're definitely banging. That's for sure.
The banging cast.
Yeah, this episode is going to be a lot more fun.
A lot more loose, just talking. Kind of like the first one.
A lot more loose.
What did we talk about in the first one, even?
Our stories. Remember
Your pyramid scheme?
my trip and fall into pyramid schemes?
Trip and fall.
Yeah. Yeah, that episode was fun. And the episode after that, it just wasn't really as fun to even record. Looking back on it now,
Honestly,
we took it way too damn seriously.
I didn't mind it because I felt like when I was talking, I was explaining it really good, and then I was watching it back, and I'm just monotone voice like this, and I was watching it back, and I'm like, you need to leave. Yeah, bro. I was just about to fall asleep. Yeah, I fucking. Hopefully, guys, you like this episode better because. That second episode was atrocious.
It was atrocious. We were even having a hard time editing it because there were so many parts that we were like, yeah, let's not leave that in there. That's boring as fuck.
Yeah, boring.
Nobody's gonna listen to this.
Repeating the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Over and over, multiple times.
And then at the end of the recording, we go back and there's so many spots where we're like, yeah, we should cut that out. We should cut this or that out. And unfortunately, we were editing it the night before its release.
Yeah, we were kind of time crunched.
So that kind of threw us for a loop because I was thinking in my head oh yeah, we were either going to release that episode, just a trash ass episode,
yeah, or skip a week.
Skip a week, and I didn't want to skip a week, so we put that out, and it wasn't great, but we'll definitely bring it back with this episode. This episode's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So
if you guys don't know, we were also well, of course you're not gonna know, but
yeah.
we recorded those two first episodes in advance, and wasn't it we recorded the first episode one day, and then the next day we recorded the second?
We recorded the first episode, and I think the next day or 2 days later we recorded.
It was
the second
same week though,
yeah.
And we planned, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna release the first one, and then the week after we'll release the second one.
I think we even went another week after we recorded the first two. We went a full week without even editing because we were waiting for everything on Dropbox, and we had to set everything up, and it just it was atrocious.
Yeah.
Now we kind of got it on a set schedule that we're able to record, edit, post, all like that.
Exactly. Which you guys will be getting. So we're recording. We're gonna record on our Sundays, because that's just the days that we have off.
Yeah, it's the best days for us to record.
And those, unfortunately, we couldn't do it this yesterday because I was out of town. But so we're recording Monday night. So it's Monday night. We'll probably edit. Yeah, Monday Night Football. We'll edit probably tomorrow night and then release it. We'll definitely release Wednesday.
Yeah, so weekly uploads Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. But,
speaking of tripping and falling, before we get too into this topic, or too into this.
Yeah.
Speaking of tripping and falling into pyramid schemes, tell the snowboarding story.
Oh.
Tell me what you're gonna tell me.
Okay, so-
because I really want to go snowboarding.
Yeah.
But you were telling me it's nothing like skating.
Yeah, I saved this because I wanted to tell Dylan so bad, and I saved this. So the first time I went snowboarding, I went with Lisa's brother, and Lisa's brother, his girlfriend, and then their friends. And we went up to Bryan Head.
Yeah.
And we did it like right after work one day, so it was like an afternoon snowboarding trip.
Mm-hmm.
We get up there, and I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be just like skateboarding.
Yeah.
It's just on the snow.
You're gonna be like, oh, it's just a little looser.
Yeah, exactly. So, it was cool. I had some pretty good gear that Nick gave me, and I was ready.
Yeah.
I was so pumped.
You still have the gear, or you just let you borrow it?
No, he gave it to me.
Oh, that's sick.
So I have
I got no gear.
the goggles. I had a beanie that I just cut the eyes out,
Yeah.
and I made my own like little ski mask
Yeah.
thingy. So I wore that, and that kept me warm the whole time, which was nice. And then he gave me the goggles and something else. I already had snow snow
Gear.
pants
Yeah.
from when I went on my
West Coast trip.
So I had my snow pants from that, but anyway. He gave me some gear, and we went up there. No helmet, no pads, nothing. I get up to the top.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be just like skating.
Yeah.
Like you said, a little bit looser.
Just a little bit looser.
Exactly. So I get up to the top. I shot myself in, and the way they did it was.
Yeah, I could just imagine how funny.
The way they did it was.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming a lot of people do it like this. Like they wait till everyone's strapped in, and then we kind of go down as a group.
Yeah.
So they all go before me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay in the back.
Wait. So you get to the top, like the ski lift takes you up there, and then you get off the ski lift, and then what?
And then so the way you're supposed to do it is, or at least the way that we did it, and that I was told to do it, is you want to have yourself at least one foot strapped in.
Yeah.
And then you get on the ski lift, ride it all the way up.
Yeah.
That way, when you get off the ski lift at the top,
Mm-hmm.
you can still ride off, but
you're not strapped
You're
in.
not fully strapped in.
Yeah.
And then once you get off, you kind of go to this flatter area where you strap your other foot in, and then you go.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. They all went before me. Because I was like, I'm probably going to be a little bit slower. I'll just stay in the back and take it a little bit easy.
So you were on like a different lift, like part of the lift?
No.
The ski lift?
No, we all went up to the same part.
No, I know, but you were in a different seat, is what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
you're behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Nick and his girlfriend went up together, and then their friends, they were brother and sister, they went up, and then I may have rode with someone else, or
like a random?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rode alone, but they all waited, and we all waited to go down as a group. So anyway, they all go first, and I'm kind of trailing behind them. And they didn't tell me how to stop. They didn't tell me how to slow down.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get to the hill park, I book it down the mountain, and I'm just going like my board is fully
Yeah.
straight.
You're just like, zoom. It's like in steep when you're just.
That's exactly how it was.
That's crazy.
I was flying down the mountain. I fly past both of them,
Yeah.
like because they went as kind of groups. I fly past both of them, kind of looking at them, and I almost remember like someone shaking their head, almost like this.
What the fuck is this guy doing?
Like no, almost like this is not gonna end well.
Oh. Yeah. They were just like.
Yeah, so I probably get about halfway down, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to stop. I'm gonna get to the bottom soon. I'm just gonna fly out into
Yeah.
traffic. So
I tried a power slide that just flipped forward. This has to be funny, dude. You can't laugh this much for it not to be funny.
So instead of going backside and turning, because to slow down, you kind of, because obviously, I should hold it like this. I'll say that again. When you're going down like you're going down.
Like you're skating.
Like you're skating.
Yeah.
And then if you want to slow down, you kind of just carve and you lift your toes
you lift
up.
your toes, yeah.
And then you kind of just like slide up against the snow, and it's like a power slide.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the board is dragging against the snow.
You like skim it almost. Yeah.
Exactly. Instead of going that side, though, I decided to go backside, and I lifted my toes instead of lifting my heels.
Yeah.
So I lift my toes, and dude, in a blink of the eye,
second,
dude, I just fucking bam. Oh, right on the snow, dude. It hurts so.
No helmet.
Bad. No helmet. Yeah. Nothing.
You were in Bryan Head?
Yeah.
What part of the day was it? Or like season? Was it later in the season?
It was like March, maybe.
That shit had to have been packed.
Yeah. Oh,
like
it was.
The snow was
dude.
packed.
It was packed.
None of that was fresh powder.
No.
None of it.
None of it was fresh.
That's like banging your head on concrete,
dude. It was bad. When I made it, the rest.
What'd you do? Just tumble the rest of the way?
No. What's funny is like I hit my head. I went back, and then I got back up, and I almost did the same exact fucking thing.
You almost just started doing it again.
No, I did do it again. Like I got back up and I started flying down the mountain again.
Yeah.
Still not knowing how to stop, and I did the same thing. Except this time, I think I tried to turn, and then I did like a full 360, and then it still sent me backwards. Yeah, that was that hurt like a bitch. And I rode down the rest of the mountain.
Yeah.
And I took a little break, but after that, they told me, like they saw what fucking happened to me.
Yeah.
And they were cackling when they got down the mountain.
I bet, bro.
And so I asked Nick, I asked him like how to slow down and stuff, and so he told me the right way to do it.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time, dude, it was
a blast.
It was so much fucking fun. Like I probably did what I did in the beginning like a couple more times, not as hard.
Yeah.
But I definitely slammed a couple more times.
It's like ice skating. You're gonna fall, but then the times that you like pick up speed or you do something that you like didn't think you could do, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit.
Yeah. So I mean, I did take it slower, and I still took some pretty good slams, but it was so much fun, and I'm excited to go again this year.
Yeah, I want to
go. We got to go together. I was asking my coworker if there's any good places in Reno, and apparently Reno is known for a bunch of good places.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, well, there's Lake Tahoe.
I know Bryan Head's huge for people from Vegas to go.
Yeah.
But it's also closer.
Lake Tahoe is a big resort, obviously, but there's a lot of hills up there, so I'm guessing it's pretty decently big. I'm excited to go with you though. We just got to get the gear and shit. It's kind of expensive, but like we'll go up to Bryan Head, and I didn't have like a board or I think all I needed was the board. Oh, and boots.
And boots, yeah.
I didn't have a board or boots, so we went to this smaller rental place.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cheap. I think I maybe spent like probably less actually. Probably $25 for the board and boots rental.
Really?
Yeah. I remember it being cheap as fuck. And then when
that's because you go to the place to get food, and then it's like $80 for a drink and fries.
Not really, actually. We actually ate at the place up there too. There's a little like bar area they have at Bryan Head Resort, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But we went up there, and the nighttime pass was pretty cheap too. Like $20, maybe
That's not
$30.
bad. Yeah, because I know like buying boards and stuff. Because snowboards are like one of those things you buy and you have for years before you get another one.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's expensive, but there's one board I do want to look at because my my coworker that was telling me about the places in Reno.
Yeah.
He was showing me his board, and it's a craps table.
A craps? What? Oh, the gambling.
Yeah, the
craps
gambling.
table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crabs or craps?
Craps.
Craps. Yeah. Yeah, it's a.
I thought you
table.
said crafts, like craft.
Yeah, it's a
like
craft
doing a
table.
craft, arts and crafts.
Yeah.
I was like, a craft table?
Yeah, it's a crafting table.
Like, what kind of kindergarten? Like, there's just little scissors,
Yeah,
and popsicle sticks,
little paper airplanes.
yeah, like the safety, the wiggle scissors that
Yeah.
cut the patterns.
Yeah.
Dude, that caught me off guard.
Yeah,
Craps table.
Yeah, it's sick too. So I'll probably end up buying a new board, but I'm excited to go again.
Yeah, all depends on saving.
Depends on what?
Saving.
Oh yeah, they're pretty expensive, but if you look on like Marketplace,
Yeah,
They're
you
not
can
too
find some
bad.
secondhand ones.
Yeah.
I know my dad's friend Jason. I think he has snowboard boots, the Vans ones. Have you seen the Vans ones? They're badass. Dude, I'm pretty sure he had some, and he was like, "Yeah, if you ever go snowboarding, you could just have these." He also was the dude that gave me my amp, my big ass amp.
this portion of today's podcast is sponsored by Nobody. So if you'd like to be a sponsor of our videos and play your advertisements over Dylan while he's on his phone, you can email us at dmnpodcast1@gmail.com. Again, that's dmnpodcast1 today.
All right. I was thinking about this yesterday, dude. We should do a podcast where we're either eating or drinking some sort of alcohol and see what happens, dude. Just see how far it goes.
Eating alcohol.
Well, eating something.
Okay.
Like, I feel like when you're eating, you get the best conversations. You get the best conversations when you're eating. You know what I mean?
I tend to watch YouTube while I'm eating.
You're right. I don't know though, because sometimes when you're really eating, like when we're at In-N-Out, dude.
Yeah,
I
we
was
do have some
mobbing on that, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when the best conversations come out.
Yeah, we do have some pretty funny moments.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should incorporate something into our podcast, at least one of these episodes, to make it kind of fun or something.
Oh, you know what we did forget?
We're not drinking alcohol, guys.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
No. We're underage. We don't drink. We're responsible.
Under the age of drinking. Let's be clear.
We're responsible adults here. Well, pre-adults.
Adults. 18 is adult. Trust me, I make sure.
You don't look like an adult.
That's crazy.
Our responses on our Instagram.
Yes.
We got 2 responses
Because you guys are lacking.
because you guys are fucking lame and aren't responding to our Instagram. So we're going to go over the 2 people that actually did leave us some responses.
Wait away.
And then maybe this time when we put a poll on our Instagram or a questionnaire, you guys will actually answer.
Yeah, so you get more, you guys are making our content.
Yeah.
You responding is making our content.
Exactly.
So.
And then us responding to that is just giving you clout.
Yeah.
So you're really just setting yourself up for failure when you're not responding to our questionnaires.
Yeah, you guys are Widaway missing out on us shouting you out, Widaway. Okay. We're gonna put these questions up in our description and who asked them and tag them, because we only have 2, so it's easy to do that.
And we're not going to do that in every video. We'll probably do that for a short period of time because after a while I'm not going to read off 100 people that
No, yeah,
responded
I'm not
to
going
our
to tag
thing.
100 people in our comments. Plus, we know these people, so.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to read
And even if we never end up tagging you, it's because we didn't feel like it.
Okay, so we're just going to go over the people who left
We
the
got 2.
comments on the questionnaire. Yeah, we got 2. So I'll read off the first one, which is from Mason L_Lloyd. This is a buddy of mine from like middle school, and he says, "Do you miss me?" Sad face.
I miss playing games with Mason, bro. Low key.
Me too. I was thinking about that the other day. Like when the comment first came up, I was thinking about just all the times that I don't know. I used to come home every day, and it was I either played with you,
Yeah.
or I played with Mason, Nathan, and Brian,
Brian, yeah.
or
all of us.
or all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you didn't know any of them personally.
No, I just knew. I think I knew.
You
It was
knew-
either Mason or Brian. I talked to the most.
You
I think
knew
it was Brian.
You did know Brian. There were a lot of times because me and Brian played a lot.
Yeah.
But you and Mason, there was also a lot of times that I played with Mason.
Yeah.
I didn't play with Nathan. I didn't play with Nathan as much because probably only because I didn't know him really in middle school. Like I actually
you
knew
just kind of knew of him.
exactly. I knew Brian
Yeah.
from what was that? It was like mechanic shop at robotics.
Robotics. Yeah.
And then I knew Mason from band.
Mm.
So yeah, I'd play obviously certain games with other people. Me and Brian played a lot of Rocket League together, which you weren't really into, but you'd always hop in the party and always just chat.
Yeah. And Nathan always liked to grind games too. I remember when we'd play GTA.
Yeah.
He'd always just
Nathan-
want to do heists.
Yeah, Nathan
and grind.
was a grinder.
'Cause I'm a grinder. Oh.
So
I'll give
yeah,
money for
every-
real.
Who is that?
What? That song? I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea. I just hear it on TikTok.
Yeah, pretty much any game that we found or started playing, Nathan always had to grind at it.
The Forest.
Oh my god, dude! And it's crazy because he was good at like every game.
Yeah.
There
He
were
had the grind set. Dude.
well, yeah. Now when it came to like when it did come to like competitive games,
Yeah.
like Rocket League, me and Brian did better.
Yeah.
And Mason was more of just a chillax gamer, which I felt.
I feel like Nathan would always turn these games that weren't super competitive, or like grindy. I mean, GTA was kind of grindy, but it's not
Yeah.
necessarily like I would say competitive.
But that was the only thing that, like, me and you will get into GTA, and that like
We'll
that's-
have mood swings. We'll be in either grind mode,
Yeah.
fuck around mode, chill
Which
mode.
you know what? I'm just going to. I'll come back to the "Do you miss me?" I'm gonna go over to the other comment because we're just on that topic, and we can kind of go over both.
I was gonna lead into it actually.
Well, we can kind of just talk about both.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so the other one is from Becca, which is r.4.2k, and she says talk about video games. So yeah, I mean, anytime that like me and you will get into GTA and we'll kind of just chill, we'll cruise, we'll fly, do like rally races, stuff like that. Nothing like super intense. Like there's times when we'll get on specifically just so that we can do the missions so that we can
Or
have
spin the
money
wheel,
to.
that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get in though to do the missions to split the money.
Yeah.
That way we have money to spend.
Yeah, that way we actually have money to fuck around with.
Exactly. Instead of just selling our cars.
And then rebuying them
But-
later.
Nathan would always get in and that wasn't like that. Those kind of things weren't really important to him.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, I'm playing the game to get my
To
money
do the
up.
missions. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I know I see so many people grinding and they get like these cool things, but they never enjoy them. They buy these cool cars and these cool houses, but anytime they're in the game, they're doing a mission. So it's like, I get like to the point sometimes in GTA where it's like, well, what else do I buy? But also at the same time, it's like if you buy all these things and get all this money to buy the things, but then you never sometimes I'll chill in my penthouse, or I'll cruise around in my new cars, or some cars I haven't
Right.
driven around. If you don't enjoy them, what's the point of buying them?
Yeah, and I think that was kind of a big crash. Like when we were grinding the game, and I bought that yacht.
Yeah.
It was kind of like I bought the most expensive thing in the game.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do now?
Yeah, it got to a point to where, because when you really, really have to work towards it, like the penthouse or like any of that, and mind you, that we still worked for. It's not like we were glitching.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
not like we were hacking. We still worked for it, but it was easier because we didn't have to do the setups every time. So it was easier to get money. So I feel like when we actually had to legit do the setups and everything, it like felt more rewarding. But then when we were doing that, we were making so much money. It was like, oh, I bought a yacht just cause.
Yeah, and that's really
You
what
would have
it
never
was.
done. If you would have made 10 million legitly, you would have never done that.
No.
You would have never just bought it. Just fuck it.
Right.
But that's crazy, dude. I still want one though. I still want a yacht in GTA. I don't know why. I feel like it's one
They're
of those
cool.
things that it is like, what else do I buy?
It's nice
I
to-
like buying different cars and modding them, but seriously, like, what else do I buy?
Yeah.
I have arcade, bail office, agency, business.
My thing is just buying
house,
multiple of those.
multiple apartments, multiple garages.
I think
like,
that's the only thing
nightclub.
that I would do if I ever did go back to like grinding on GTA. It would just be buying more of like the properties that make me more money.
That's why I restarted my account. Not restarted my account, but I made that second account. I also changed my appearance of my dude. I basically went into my second character's account and just copy and pasted all of the... You're right, it does look more like me, and it kind of sucked because I felt like I had an attachment to that dude because I knew he didn't look like me.
Yeah.
But I felt like he was his own character, and I almost had an attachment to it. But then I was just like, nah. The only problem is now almost all my outfits look like shit.
Yeah.
Because they all kind of matched my dude.
Yeah.
Like the one outfit with my turtleneck and all that, like it looks trash
Looks
on
weird.
my dude now because he has blonde hair, so
Yeah.
it looks like ass. But yeah, but that's why I started that second character. Why I overwrote it, because I was like, I'm gonna create a character that looks like me, and all I'm gonna do is basically grind on my businesses and not buy any useless crap. Because I know how to work the game now. I know what to buy and
Yeah.
what not to buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna buy a facility. I mean, not a facility, but not a facility or a bunker. I don't need that for anything.
Yeah.
All I need is the businesses and my nightclub, because that's going to probably make you the most amount of money out of like not doing heists, because they're all combined, and you don't even have to resupply your businesses.
Yeah. I've been enjoying Sea of Thieves though. I'm
Oh.
glad we got that game.
Oh.
It's been so good.
I fucking love Sea of Thieves. I just don't want to get burnt out.
Yeah, which I like because I think we've been kind of limiting how much we play just so that we don't have that burnout.
Yeah.
But it's still like, because I feel like when we do get a new game, like we just play for that first like week or two, we're burnt out, and then we're like, oh, I'm not.
And it's like
this
bliss,
again.
dude. It's like you're at work and you're like, fuck, I want to go play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, and
And
that's how
you
I
get
feel
on,
now.
and then even if you don't really have anything to do, it's still fun to just cruise. But then
Yeah.
it gets to a point to where you're just like, fuck, like I want to play it, and you're like, I want to play this, but then you get in and you're like, you start getting the smallest little bit of, I'm bored. But
Yeah,
you're right.
and
We
I-
have been limiting, and we still got to do Fort of the Damned.
Yeah.
I mean, we still haven't even done that.
But that's, I think a lot of that just comes from like that boredom. It's so weird because I used to be able to just sit down and play Minecraft for hours.
You know what it is?
It's our attention spans.
Yeah, and for me, when I get in a game like Sea of Thieves, if I just cruise around, I forget what the fun part of the game is, and the fun part of the game is the combat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, watch out.
Yeah.
Or like, fucking, like, the fun part is getting that ritual skull. The fun part is, okay, dude, I got the pink lantern.
Yeah.
Like the intense moments when you're like, get on the fucking cannons, Jacob.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you forget that those are the fun parts. So when you get in and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just chill and do some smaller quests, you're like, why am I not having fun? But then you're like, I don't want to do this combat stuff because it's stressful. But then you forget that's what's fun.
Yeah.
That's what makes the game fun. There's so many other games like that too, like GTA. for a while I would get in and I'd just fly or drive around, and then I stopped playing for like ever because I forgot like what really made it fun. And what really made it fun, one is us playing together, but solo doing actual missions, doing my businesses.
Yeah.
Because then I would start doing it solo, and I'd actually start having fun.
Yeah, it's kind of just that. Like I was saying, that I think it's just a weird cycle nowadays, especially.
Yeah.
Just with our attention spans, and they're just. I feel like I know mine is a lot shorter now.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like I catch myself all the time, like just scrolling Instagram or scrolling TikTok, and I'm like,
and you don't even notice.
What the fuck am I doing?
You don't even notice.
Which is crazy because, like, especially on YouTube, like, I don't know if the same is for you, but most of the time when I open YouTube, it's already on Shorts.
If you
watch the short,
if you close the app on Shorts, it opens on Shorts.
Dude, it's so weird because I'll go to like look something up on YouTube or watch a certain video that I was like, oh, I'm excited to watch this video.
Yep.
I'll open YouTube, it's on Shorts, and I just start scrolling.
And you forget.
And I forget.
Sometimes you'll forget, and then you'll kind of like not remember what video, but you'll remember like, oh, I didn't go on YouTube for this reason, like a couple videos in. And sometimes you'll go on, and you'll sit there and you're like, it's been 3 hours.
Not only that.
Like, I've been on here for like 2 hours.
I don't know if you've ever done this, but I've I've done that before where I've sit and I've just been scrolling for, I wouldn't say a couple hours because I don't scroll that long, but I'll be I'll be scrolling and then I'll be like, fuck, I came on this, I came to look up something else.
Yeah.
So I'll look it up, and then when I look up the video, I scroll down to watch the video, and they're shorts, and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting.
Yeah.
Click on it, and then I'm back to scrolling.
I know, dude. They get, and it's always like it's got that format that like Mr. Beast has just entered the Phantom Zone.
Yeah. Gold digger loves poor guy's Lamborghini.
Yeah. Like, watch what this gold digger does when she realizes this guy has a Lamborghini.
Yeah. Picking up girls with one word.
It's either that or it's like some weird-ass video where this dude's like, yeah, I made a homemade gun that shoots a cannon.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, fuck
oh,
yeah.
hell yeah. Let's watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It traps you, dude. YouTube Shorts is probably the worst.
Yeah, because like
and it's
Instagram
so
and TikTok,
rot,
I feel like
too.
Instagram and TikTok, it's easy for me to get off of those because I don't know about you, but Instagram Reels are, I feel like they're the same video just
Really?
over and over.
I think I have a theory on how Instagram Reels works. So TikTok forms your For You page to what you like and what you watch the most.
Yeah.
Every time you open it, it's your recommended.
Yeah, it's what you like.
YouTube Shorts is always the same stuff that everyone else sees.
Yeah.
It's not formatted to what you like, unless you're subscribed to channels.
No, it's like popular stuff.
Yeah,
or
popular stuff, and
things
if you're subscribed to channels, it'll, push a couple different videos. I think how Instagram Reels works is when you open the app for the first time, it's on regular popular mode.
Right.
And as you scroll, depending on what you like and what you watch them
Watch
at,
longer.
it forms your page as you go, but every time you close the app and reopen it, it resets.
See, that's
Because if you notice on Instagram, it's like the same like brain rot videos, but after a while you'll start getting in the theme where like everything's funny, everything's like fits your style.
Yeah, which there are funny things on Reels, and there's videos that I'll come across. Like I sent you a couple videos earlier that I was dying. I can't remember
Those
what
videos
video
are
it
so
was.
funny.
But I was dying laughing in my car this morning, and but I'll catch myself and I'm like, I'm just scrolling almost to find a video it's almost like I'm trying to find a video that's gonna top the next.
Yeah,
And
it's an addiction.
You
dude.
keep on scrolling,
Yeah.
and you keep on you're. It's almost like you're just constantly searching for this next funny video.
You're searching for the next funniest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that next hit of dopamine.
dude. I never thought of it like that. That's straight up an addiction. That is, and that's why some people have like TikTok
Yeah.
burned into their phone screen.
Yeah,
I will admit, there's
And
been
that's-
times where I've sat on TikTok like all day, dude. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Because then you go to
It's
and
the
you're
worst
dude,
feeling.
I got nothing done today.
Yeah. Or even when you're on like, I don't know about you, but like even sometimes when I'm on my breaks at work or on
I don't even
lunch-
go on Reels or TikToks or anything on my lunch.
Yeah.
I go on YouTube, and I specifically make sure I'm not on YouTube Shorts. I watch a YouTube video
That's what I do for my
because
lunch.
anytime I'm on my lunch, I'll be scrolling and then I'll forget to eat.
Yeah.
I'll forget to even eat, dude.
Yeah. But it's, yeah, I feel like it's worse when you're like, I don't know, even those just short periods, like I get those 10-minute breaks and then I use them up just scrolling. And
Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck did that 10 minutes go?
You know what's funny though? But then
gone.
the last 10 minutes of your day, you're like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And there's
short
not,
attention spans.
there's not much to do in that 10 minutes that
But
I'm
you
on
can't
break.
just leave.
Exactly. I can't leave, and
Yeah.
what am I gonna do? Count my fingers, play
Yeah.
rock paper scissors with
At least
myself.
Get 10-minute breaks.
It's just,
I don't even get those.
yeah,
But honestly, I'm glad. I don't need a 10-minute break. Because then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to open up TikTok
Yeah.
or
Then
just
you're
be like,
stuck.
I could just be working right now. Yeah. They trap you, dude. That's the whole code of them. That's
Yeah.
the whole code of how they work. They trap you in for hours so that you get more views and more views and more views.
And I think that's what, like to me, that's what like brain rot is.
yeah.
Like when someone says brain rot, I think of what I was telling you, that you were like, oh yeah, it's an addiction, that
Yeah.
that
that's
you're just
brain rot.
you're waiting for that next best hit of dopamine.
It's crazy,
next
dude.
best
It's like
laugh.
straight, like druggy, dude.
Yeah.
Like fuck. And that's why when I'm watching reels and it's the first thing, sometimes I will just click out because it's not interesting enough. But once it starts getting into videos that are just hilarious, and it's just like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like even just thinking about it right now is making me want to watch reels.
Yeah, and it's just sad
Dude,
because
get
those
me off of this. Put me in
I
rehab,
know.
dude.
Yeah, it's crazy because I've tried to
You've tried dick. You heard it here first. Everyone, if you guys heard that, clip that. I've tried dick.
I've tried to
I've tried the dick.
I've tried to dick. I've tried to delete like TikTok,
Yeah.
and Instagram, and I can't delete Instagram now because we're running our pages
And TikTok and YouTube.
and TikTok
All
and YouTube.
three of them.
Yeah. But before we did this, I've tried that no Instagram, no TikTok. But then you're like, oh, check this TikTok I sent you. I download it,
Yeah.
and then
you
boom,
forget-
it's on my phone, and I just start
Yeah.
scrolling my ass off.
I know, and it sucks because I was like, when they were gonna ban TikTok, I was like, you know what? I'm not mentally strong enough to do it myself. But if they ban TikTok, I'll be glad.
Yeah.
I'll be happy. And they never did.
I think
know. it's rotting our brains. It's really killing our attention.
I think it's a cool thing for like creators and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of people.
It's a cool thing for brand promotion, but all of this brain rot is just like,
Yeah, a lot of people have gone big, and you know, I was watching the other day that I was like, damn, like this cannot be healthy. It was this guy, you've probably seen it. This guy was going over, someone made a part of the Bible,
yeah.
but they used like nowadays like lingo, like Riz
Yeah.
and
Ugh.
and
Don't Riz me, baby Gronk from Ohio guy at.
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So
oh.
they went over this. It was this part of the Bible that was redone with those
Common like brain rot terms.
like lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's crazy because the comments were like, "Damn, I understand this better than the actual Bible." And I'm like, I can almost relate.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
It's
why
sad.
do I know these dumbass like Riz? The fuck is Riz?
What is guy at?
What the fuck is a guy at? I asked my dude. I can't remember what it was. I asked my mom the other day, like if she knew what a guy at was.
Yeah.
And a gat. I was like, what? A gat, like a gun? And I'm like, what?
You never heard that term?
No, I've never heard that term.
I'm a load my gat.
I've never heard that
Never
term.
heard that term. You don't listen to enough '90s rap, bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what they be saying.
Um,
I'm trying to think of like a lyric from a '90s song that's like a.
I've never heard it though.
You've never heard gat?
No, I feel like I probably have. I just forgot, or I've heard it not enough times.
Yeah, or like you've
To
just heard
put
it
two and two together, yeah.
Really noticed. Yeah.
But yeah, the new lingo. I get that like our language will like evolve over time, but I just feel like the terms and just the way they're used it's just like, yeah, it could be it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also just like
It gets to a point
you
where
look
like,
dumb.
Are we even joking, guys?
Yeah, I feel like you
Like,
just look dumb using them.
It's that thing where it's like, oh, ha ha, like guy out Riz, baby Gronk, Livy Dunn.
Yeah.
And then you get to some of these videos and you're like, wait, are we joking?
Yeah.
Or is this actually like
Are
people
people
talking
using
like,
this?
Are people actually talking about this unironically?
Yeah.
What's crazy to me too is you can watch an Instagram reel or a TikTok, and sometimes you'll even see the same videos on both platforms multiple times. And you'll see this, and then you'll talk to someone. Oh, have you seen that? Oh, yeah, I like that video. So they're reaching that many people that you could just talk to one of your homies, and they know what video you're talking about.
I was watching a video earlier of, and it was just me scrolling.
Yeah.
It was of Logan Paul's podcast with his buddy. It's like Impeccable or something like that. Anyway, they were interviewing KD
And Speed.
and Speed.
Yeah, I saw the same video.
Did you really?
And he was like, I got all your shoes. I got the KD ones,
Yeah.
KD 2s.
Okay, not that part, but when Kevin Durant, Logan Paul asked him, like, do you ever like get distracted at the games? And KD was like, he was like, yeah, whenever there's baddies in the stands and whatnot. I was like, is this dude not like late 30s and he's saying baddies?
Yeah.
Like, is that just
dude looks homeless.
Has
too.
it
He's
been
scruffy ass beard?
Has that been around? Or I feel like it's almost it could be like an older-ish
Baddie?
turn, but at the same time, I feel like I'm only hearing it.
I don't know
more
though.
Recent.
I think you're only hearing it recently because now that we're older, people are using that phrase. When we were kids, she's cute. You know what I mean? No one was. It's not like you're in kindergarten. And you're like, "Sup, baddie."
Yeah, but at the same time,
I think they were using that for a while.
Do you think
Baddie?
You think when you were younger, like the older people in high school when you were younger were using baddie?
What do you think they were saying? I feel like you didn't see it in movies, and I feel like we're influenced by people in movies.
That could be very
so
true.
when we're kids and we're watching movies from like the 2000s, and none of the adults are saying baddies or anything, it's not like something that we think about. But I think
That's
what
true.
it is it's like there's words that they use in movies that they never use in real life, and vice versa.
That's true. We went totally off topic.
Yeah, we're
Back
talking about
to-
video games, and we're talking about
Back to
if people use
Mason's.
the word
We'll
baddies.
go back to Mason's comment because we kind of skipped over that. But yeah, I like I was saying, I think about like the times that we used to all play together and just have a shitload of fun. Like even when we'd like start a new Minecraft world or we all
Yeah.
hop in GTA and
We did the Mario Kart thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was with Nathan. though.
we'd fuck around.
Yeah. Even just talking.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be late ass nights where we're all just chatting after school.
I think it was Brian. It was either Brian or Mason, but I'm pretty sure it was Brian because I remember Brian would always, me and him would always talk when like you'd be like using the bathroom or eating or whatever, and we'd always do. There was one night where it was just me and him. You hopped off, and me and him just played till like 1 a.m. I think I was playing, just driving in GTA. He was playing like some other game like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or something. And dude, we were just talking for hours, and it's like. you never realize what you have until you don't have it.
Yeah.
And because it was always me and you playing, and the only other people I've ever played with was your friends, Mason, Brian, and Nathan. Were the only other people I ever played with.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I really ever was in a party or played with anyone else.
Yeah. So yeah, I do miss Mason. I do miss Brian. I do miss Nathan. I miss those nights, and it's kind of sad that it just kind of fades away with growing up. Like, there were so many times where it was like, nah, like, that's never going to happen. Like, we're never going to grow out of this. We're always going to...
I know we're not. But that's because it's too hard. It's harder to grow apart than just stay friends.
Yeah.
You know? But that's also because we're basically related. Our parents have known each other since before we were born.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, like, you don't think about that. You're like, oh no, well, it'll maybe get distance, but we'll still play, dude. One of those nights was the last nights that we ever played together, and we never knew it.
Yeah.
We never knew.
I think the last time I played with Brian was over a year ago, playing Terraria, I think.
Yeah, I remember you guys would play that. I think that was the last time I was in the party, too, because you guys played that, and you were telling me to buy it, and I was like, nah, I don't want to buy that shit. And then I didn't buy it.
Yeah, we played that for kind of a while. We played that with Mason and Nathan, too.
Yeah.
But they eventually stopped playing that, and then me and Brian would just play that game. And then I don't remember the last time I played with Mason or Nathan.
I don't even remember the last time I played with any of them. The last time I talked to any of them, though, was probably the Terraria thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You don't realize how long it's been, like, our skate videos.
Yeah.
It was so much fun to just go out and just suck.
Yeah, just fuck around.
Go to lunch. And
make these goofy-ass videos.
Go all around town, and, you know, we go down to Chinatown and think it's, like, on the other side of town and think this town is so big.
And then the other night, it takes us 20 minutes to drive there.
Yeah, we get down to Chinatown, we're not even there yet, and then I look across the street in one of those skate spots, and I'm like, oh, shit. The abandoned, whatever it was, Kmart.
Or the other day when we went to the Centennial area, and we drove past that wall.
Yeah,
I
right
thought
on Durango.
Yeah, for that last video that we never even released.
Yeah,
I thought that was way further north.
Yeah, I thought that was like way by the pump track.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, and it's like down the street.
Well, you got to go up Durango, and then it goes over the bridge, and then you take it on Washburn, and then you take Washburn to something else. I can't remember. It's by Floyd Lamb, because that's where the pump track is. I thought it was up there. It's not.
No.
It's like, I know, and even when my mom would drive me like back and forth to my dad's and stuff, I would see it, because she would take Durango, but I never correlated it. It's just crazy. That's another thing we forgot to talk about. One of those things we tried was the skate videos.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could talk about that now.
We're already at an hour.
An hour?
We're at an hour.
Holy shit.
And mind you, we have a lot to cut out, but...
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just save that for the next one. You don't want to talk about everything in one episode, you know what I mean? Gotta save everything. That was a great-ass episode, though.
Yeah.
I hope it's as good to listen to as it was to make.
Yeah, I'm hoping
that went by like that.
Yeah, exactly. I hope those like going over the Instagram comments wasn't too like dragging on or anything,
or jumping, because I hope, Mason, if you watch this, I hope you're not like, oh, they're answering my question, and then we totally lead off, and then you think we don't answer it. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this was a good episode, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like we'll get a lot of good content out of this. Not just for the fact of getting good content out of this, but getting something better than what.
Yeah, and making something better for you guys to watch.
Yeah,
hopefully
that's the
we do
ultimate
get
thing.
good
Is
content.
just like getting good stuff for you guys to watch. Because it felt shitty to go back and watch the second episode for like our sake, like for the like like this episode looks like shit. We look like shit.
And we had to get it out.
It looks bad. We had to get it out. And it sucked on our terms, but I felt so bad for the people that are actually committing to like watching us.
Yeah.
Because it was so shitty. And
I
I get
know.
that it's our second episode, but I don't know. I still just felt so bad. It felt rushed. And this episode will hopefully make up for that.
Hopefully make up and even beyond that. I mean, you're right. It felt rushed. We had to get it out. We had no time to record. We were editing it the night before at like 9 o'clock at night before we had to release it the next morning.
Yeah, we would have
at
had
6 a.m.
no time.
We could have recorded another one, but at the same time, like I said, it was like 9 o'clock at night. I was not about to reset up our whole setup and just... I felt like we let you guys down with a shitty episode, and like it was only going to go downhill from there. So for this, I really wanted to make something... Really wanted to make a banger. I mean, I hope, knock on wood, I hope I'm not cursing us, but...
Yeah,
I feel
but
like it was
no,
a good
I mean, we
episode.
were talking about all this before we started recording this. Was like, I don't know about you, but I was excited
Yeah.
just to fucking record this.
I was excited
Even
to
though
record this, yeah.
we had those Instagram comments were basically
All
the
we had.
only
planned.
thing we had planned. Everything else just came along, which is exactly what I want for this podcast.
Yeah.
It's just for us to goof around and just like share some funny
Yeah.
stories and
And I mean, having certain stuff planned, like, oh, I got a good story, like, but
Yeah.
I don't want everything to just be like okay, what next?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. Hopefully you guys get a good episode, but
Yeah.
and a longer one.
Yeah.
It should be at least be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
With edits, it should probably be around an hour.
It'll be nice.
Let us know actually where you're watching this, whether you're in your house, you're at the gym on the little, treadmill, setting up your phone, watching it. Let us know in the comments where you guys are watching us at, if you even get this far.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna end it here.
Yeah, so just make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on our Instagram at DMNPod. Follow us on
Follow
our
us on everything.
TikTok. Follow us on everything. Make
We'll
sure you
have it
guys leave a like, comment what you guys want to see more often. Some things that we could leave out. It's up to you, and we're kind of just putting out what you guys want to see because we have a shitload to share, but we want to know what you guys want shared to you.
Yeah, we want to share what you guys want to be shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna end it here
All right.
before we drag this on any
Yeah.
longer.
So we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
This Wednesday, you'll
This-
see us this Wednesday.
You'll see us this Wednesday. This is coming out in 2 days.
As of recording.
As of recording, this is coming out in 2 days. What do you mean? We recorded this day of. This is actually Wednesday morning.
Yeah, Wednesday morning at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
We're gonna edit it. We're gonna post it.
Yeah.
All right.
Same day.
All right. We'll see you later, guys.
Later.